Cloud Transformation အကြောင်းနဲ့ရှင်လေးဆွေးနွေးတင်ပြပေးပါရန်ဖိတ်ခေါ်ပါရစေရှင်
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nick Lu. I'm the CTO of Industry Solution from Hauwei South and East Asia Enterprise Business Group. I'm based in Bangkok of Thailand. Last year, around the same time, I attended the Myanmar eGovernment Conference and conducted a speech on behalf of Hauwei. I talk about the cloud transformation in a variety of the industry. Today, I'm very glad to come here again to continue my discussion on how we're going to utilize the fundamental ICT infrastructure to enable the digital government by the cloud platform. In recent years, with the latest technology, cloud computing, big data, machine-to-machine, IoT, and even artificial intelligence become very much popular. We're entering into the digital and intelligent world in the next 20 to 30 years. There are three characteristics for the intelligent world: all things connected, all things sensed, and all things intelligent. The intelligent world will make sure that it's going to sensing between the physical and the digital world, and also mapping between each others. Where all things are connected, so that when the data will be going online, so that we can utilize those data to actually bring the intelligent services and the intelligent industry applications. In the meantime, we can also utilize the fundamental of the ICT infrastructure, such as big data, artificial intelligence, to actually power the intelligence for the variety of the industry applications. Well, the foundation of building an intelligent world is the ICT infrastructure. And make sure that the people and things, and things are seamlessly connected, so that people can enjoy the better quality, better connected, and a better intelligent world. Based on the market research report, by 2025, in this world, there's going to be 100 billion of the devices to be connected. For every 20% increase of the global ICT investment will result in 1% improvement of the GDP, and subsequently result in 20% improvement of the global productivities. Therefore, over 170 countries at a global basis have already launched the National ICT Development Plan as one of the major national strategies. Giving an example for Singapore. Singapore launched the Smart Nation 2025 by using the fundamental ICT infrastructure, such as broadband communication networks, along with other technologies. They want to build more efficient of the government services and more intelligent nations to improve the livelihood of the citizens of Singapore. In China, as another example, China recent years launched Internet Plus. We also want to utilize those fundamental infrastructure to improve the livelihood of the citizens. So right now, over 200 cities in China have launched the smart city constructions. Let's take a further look about worldwide government digitalization trend. Give you a further look about Singapore. Basically, Singapore want to utilize the fundamental ICT infrastructure to promote government-wide services transformation by the enabling service of the sharing. So the ultimate goal is to address information silos. Japan, another example, they're trying to build the cloud infrastructure to provide all the information required in government operations. A similar situation happened for the other countries, such as US, UK, and China. In US, as another example, we want to utilize the fundamental infrastructure to require every single federal agencies to migrate at least 3 applications on the cloud. Now, doesn't matter what kind of implementation way they want to adopt. They actually utilize the general concept to build cloud transformation for the government industries so that they can build open, sharing, innovative, and security-hardened services to benefit the government service efficiency. Huawei, as a leading ICT global solution provider, over the last few years, we dedicate in building an open, collaborative, strong, and win-win ecosystems for the cloud platform so that we contribute the maturity and contribute the significance of the digital economy for the industries. For example, we build a cloud platform based upon the fundamental ICT infrastructure. We have 5 key advantages. The first one, other than other companies, Huawei has our own chipset, along with the AI algorithms embedded, so they can do the massive amount of computing and send to the centralized platform. Apart from the chipset, along with algorithms, we also provide our own hardware along with the software. In the meantime, we put a little sensor embedded on the device to make sure that the data seamlessly transmitted from the bottom device to the upper platform for the CTUs. At top layers, we have been working with over 12,000 of the industry channel partners, 2,000 of the service partners, along with 5,000 of the technology partners, to actually build over 200 of the technology solution together, to make sure that our industry solution can be seamlessly integrated with our partners. We built over 16 of the open lab at a global basis, so that their industry applications can be seamlessly integrated and do the interoperability test at our open lab to drive the maturity of the industry solutions to the market. Now, let's take a look at the eGovernment. As everybody is well known, eGovernment is actually the most complicated than any of the others, because government industry, they consist of the many departments. In Myanmar's example, Myanmar has about 30 departments. In the past, when the government built a system, they built a system at the chimney level. There's no collaboration between each other. This easily causes information silos, interoperability issue, as well as repeating investment. To address those challenges, our eGovernment system is actually built a system upon the cloud platform. We build based on the 3 layers of the design technology. At the bottom layer, we're going to help to build national distributed cloud-based data center. We adopt OpenStack technology along with virtual data center, so that a variety of the industry applications and services can be hosted on this cloud-based data center and provide the services, along with do the massive amount of computing. In the middle layer, in order to address information silos, we're also going to help to build eGovernment cloud platform by leveraging the data and optimizing that was scattered from the different departments under the government entity and sent to the centralized cloud platform to do a data sharing and exchange. We're also going to help to migrate from the variety of the industry applications to this cloud platform so that they provide a variety of the industry applications and services. Obviously, it's going to bring you some of the benefit. The first one, it will take from the silo IT system all the way to the centralized IT platform. Another key advantage of building this platform is to do the faster service automation and the service deployment on demand. For example, in the past, every department, if they want to achieve the service deployment, they have to have local engineers to actually do it separately themselves. It's going to be time-consuming and very costly. Now today, if we have the centralized platform, by utilizing our predefined service catalog and application template. What you need to do, just click a few buttons. You can enable the fast and online automated operations online. In the meantime, we dedicate in building the infrastructure as a service business model so that you can use as a demand. Now next, I want to take this opportunity to share with you some of the service application scenarios to see how we utilize this cloud platform to benefit a variety of the industries. The first one is about e-government services. I don't want to talk about concept. I want to share with you a real story here. In the past, if a Chinese citizen wants to handle the business with the government, for example, I want to open a business in China a few years ago. What I'm going to do, I have to work to at least 5 to 6 of the government agencies to apply for the different certificates and permits. It's going to be time-consuming and very costly. If everything goes smoothly, it will take at least 30 working days. Now, even talking about other issues. You know what's the best job in China in the past few years? Not me, but the government agencies. Those are what we call the golden collar. Because of what? Because they own the power. Power is everything. Now today, we use fundamental ICT infrastructure to transform from the siloed system on the cloud platform, so that we also do the process standardization. By leveraging the data, streamlining and send to the centralized platform, and also to do the process optimizations. After the migration, a citizen just need to go to a service center by presenting his or her ID just once, submitting the remaining document, and the remaining work will be left to the process running. Therefore, the service efficiency has been significantly improved. This is also what we call the Sunshine Project in China. So many cities, they already launched, this is what we call the one ID, one window, and one network solution, with the purpose of improving the transparency and ultimately drive the service satisfaction of the citizens. Second scenario is for the e-education. For every country in the world, education is paramount. Having skilled labor force not only directly impacts the GDP of the country, but also improve the living standard of the citizens. However, many of the countries' Ministry of Education, many of the education institutions, when they build the education system, they're facing some of the typical challenges. For example, it is very hard for the Ministry of Education to manage the dispersed resources, to manage the dispersed schools. Education inequality happens almost everywhere in the world. For example, in China, real estate price surrounding the famous schools in the major city are normally way higher than other places. Why? Because of the education inequality. Good professors are limited. They're scattered. So to address those challenges, our system is actually built education system on the cloud platform, so that the education management system, collaboration system, and so on can be hosted on the cloud platform, so that it can largely address information silos and improve the service efficiencies. In the meantime, we're also going to help to build the e-classroom as well as the e-school bag solution. For example, in the e-school bag, in the primary school or the secondary school, every student and professor, they actually carry a little pad so that they can interactively communicate before the class, in between the class, and after the classroom. Therefore, teaching efficiency could be improved by 30%. Another example for the live e-classroom. Doesn't matter where you want to sit. If the course is taking place, we just use the internet connectivity so that remote students can enjoy the panoramic view of what the course is taking place. It's a high definition. All of this is built upon the cloud platform. Third application scenario is for the public safety, or we call it safe city. Public safety to many countries not only a standard of living, but also a necessity of lives. It has become a #1 priority for many of the countries today. Look at what happened in the world. The world is now safe. So, when building the public safety, first step, you need to have a data. Data actually located inside the corner of the street. So what we're going to do, we have high-definition video surveillance camera, which give you the 4K definition, to actually monitor the well-being of the cities. When those massive amount of data can be sent from the bottom device all the way to the backend platform. So therefore, we're going to use the video cloud platform so that massive amount of applications such as video analytics, video sharing, and big data analytics can be hosted on the backend of big data analytic platform and actually serve the different functionalities. After the migration to the cloud, it can help to reduce the computing and workload at the backend side. In the meantime, boost analytic efficiency and enhance the whole system efficiency. The next scenario is for building a smart city. While we dedicate in building a nervous system of the smart city, what is the nervous system of the smart city? Give you an example for the human body. Human body consists of many systems. But in order to make sure that the human body's movement, you need to have a nervous system. Nervous system actually controls the function of organs, arms, legs, nose, and ears. This is what we call a central nervous system. The similar thing for happening of building the smart city. We talk about building a smart city by the different layers. The digital brain is actually a central nervous system. It consists of the city operation center as well as cloud-based data center. City operation center is a place to visualize of everything inside the city, so that decision maker can utilize this platform to see exactly the well-being of the city, so that they can make a quick decision and a quick urban response capability. In order to make sure that all the data can be aggregated, can be sent to the centralized city operation center, we are also going to help to build a cloud-based data center, so that massive amount of computing can be hosted on this cloud-based data center and then submit to the backend of the city operation center. Now, in order to support those massive amount of data to be transmitted, you need to have a peripheral nervous system. We talk about the comprehensive city IoT network, as well as the city communication network, to make sure that the data seamlessly transmitted from the bottom device all the way to the backend of the cloud-based data center for the city use. The fifth scenario is about smart grid. For the electricity industry, with ICT becoming the predominant in driving the industry digital transformation, smart grid enters into a bit drive-wards era. However, many of the smart grid companies, they're facing some of the typical challenges. Heavy land loss, slow fee collection, as well as serious electricity stolen. Giving an example in Nigeria, which is located in West Africa. Nigeria is an underdeveloping country. About 40% of the power utility were lost. Why? People connect the line to actually steal the power, or there is a heavy land loss. A similar situation happening in Myanmar as an example. Due to the old infrastructure, so basically after 35% of the electricity are getting lost. How to address those challenges? We actually built the smart grid transformation upon the different steps, from the power generation, power distribution, power automation, all the way to the power usage. We give you the end-to-end solutions. For example, for the power generation, power automation area, we also built the smart AMS solution by inserting the little sensor onto the different device, along with backend of cloud-based big data analytic platform, through the word and wireless technology to transmit the data. After the migration, it gave you shorten the land loss by 31% and help to make sure that 100% meter reading success rate. In the meantime, it significantly reduced the labor cost because everything is read automatically, instantly. You don't have to hire the labor to read the meter. Therefore, significantly improve the work efficiency and reduce the land loss. Another scenario is also for the healthcare. Healthcare, as a matter of fact, is essential of improving the living standard of the citizens. Majority countries have considered of improving healthcare as one of the national strategies. However, many countries, especially in the rural area and country areas, a citizen hardly accept the same level of the healthcare services. People have to drive up to a few thousand kilometers away, in China as an example, to go to the hospital, accept the healthcare services. This is also what we call the healthcare inequality. Now, what we can help government to do is to provide the smart healthcare services based upon the cloud platform, so that a variety of the healthcare services can be hosted on the cloud platform and provide the services for each hospital, clinic, and each patient. In the meantime, we also utilize our unified communication and collaboration tools to actually bring you the expert consulting, remote medical service, and the remote medical education services to address the healthcare information silos. The last but not least application scenario is for the e-tourism. I believe next year, that will be the year of the tourist in Myanmar. There must be thousands and even millions of the people come to visit here. Now, what the tourists come to do, before they come, they have to search on the online website to check the information. What the best tourist place in Myanmar they have to do, and what are the best place they have to eat, they want to eat. Now, here, we're also going to help the government to build a tourist platform based on the cloud, so that it doesn't matter where the people actually sitting, open set up the internet connection, they can enjoy the one-stop services, such as shopping, entertainment, transportation, living, eating, everything, traveling, all the information can be showcased on one centralized cloud-based website, so they can provide one-stop of the services. Now at last, based on Huawei's strong experience in helping transform from the traditional economy all the way to the digital economy for the government, we propose 3 steps of transforming from the eGovernment development roadmap in Myanmar. The first step, we're going to help you to launch the fundamental ICT infrastructure, such as broadband communication networks and a cloud-based data center, to make sure that every single department can be seamlessly connected. In the meantime, we're also going to help to migrate the siloed application on the cloud platform, so that it can largely address information silos. All the way, we have the industry partner that are working with us to build the EID system to improve the national image. And also, we're going to help to cultivate the ICT talent, make sure that everybody accepts the same level of the education services. And the second phase, we're also going to help to develop a variety of the industry applications, such as e-service, e-office, e-education, healthcare, tax, and so on and so forth. And last but not least phase, we're going to utilize the fundamental and the most innovative of the ICT solutions, such as big data, machine-to-machine, IoT, and even artificial intelligence, to drive more innovation and more interaction between citizens, between the government agencies. Here is Huawei capabilities and our global presence. At the moment, our smart government solutions have been largely supplied to over 120 cities across the 40 countries at a global basis. At last, this is one of my most favorite slides. I want to share with you our company vision and mission we dedicate in bringing digital to every person, home, and organization for fully connected intelligent world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Guang Lu, for your presentation. May I request please remain on the stage, Mr. Guang Lu. We have to present a gift of honor. Computer ဆောင်ပေးရပေးပါရန်မြန်မာနိုင်ငံကွန်ပျူတာအသင်းဥက္ကဋ္ဌဦးခွန်ဦးဟာလေးစားစွာပန်ကြားပါရရှင် Please remain on the stage. I have to present. မြန်မာနိုင်ငံကွန်ပျူတာအသင်းချုပ်ဥက္ကဋ္ဌနာယကဦးတောင်းတင်ကကွန်ပျူတာဆောင်ပေးရပေးပါရန်မြေတားရခံပန်ကြားပါရရှင်